Bitcoin, guys, has been falling as expected. Yesterday, we planned for a short setup. I told you guys that we have, after taking a long, I'm planning to go short if we continue on pumping and then wait for our level to be hit. And this is exactly what happened. Yesterday, I told you guys that I've got a plan to short and we had a long open. And right now, I'm in both in the short in Bitcoin and also in ETH. I'm going to tell you where exactly I'm going or I'm planning to take this short to. And also, I might also take actually a long in this live stream, guys. If we keep on falling, I've got an idea to long, hopefully, that if it actually or the target actually gets hit while we are live, I'm going to actually take it with you guys. So let's start and jump in immediately into the TA because I've got some important stuff to tell you guys. I've got important info to cover on this live stream because Bitcoin has given us some nice trades lately. We've been predicting and talking about this whole job. I do not want to repeat it, but basically throughout the past week, I've been covering how Bitcoin has been dropping as expected, but also most importantly, because we had started our going or the live stream journey from 2 days ago. We had done a live stream on Tuesday and also on Wednesday, and this is the third one as promised, guys, that I'm going to keep on going live every single day, not only to cover what happened, give you an explanation and the scenarios and the plans for new trade setups, but also if we get a long or a short setup on the live, I'm always going to be happily taking it in front of you guys. I've got multiple shorts and longs opened, but most importantly on this trade or on this account, it's the shorts that I've taken. As you can see here, I've got a short on Bitcoin as planned. I've been very transparent with the plan on how exactly I was going to take it, and I also just made it quite easier because I even woke up in the morning and I sent or made a post, guys. I told you guys today, let me just pull up the Telegram post I made. If you're not part of the Telegram channel, this is basically a free Telegram channel, guys, where if I cannot or the time for going live or making a video hasn't hit yet, I might actually go or make a post if I need to say something that is urgent or if I've seen something that is important. Because for example, today I immediately woke up, saw the Bitcoin had hit our anchored view up target for a short, and I told you guys that the anchored view up was hit. Short setup taken on Bitcoin, and also I told you that I've taken a short on ETH. And by the way, I also gave you the idea. I've explained that if we start holding on into 103.3 as a resistance, there's an idea to fall much lower. I'm going to explain it, but just to give you or preface this by saying that right now we are in some nice trades. We have taken a long. I told you guys previously yesterday or the day before yesterday, we planned for a long below $100,000. I told you guys this line, if we fake out $100,000 and then reclaim it, this would be some nice idea for a long. But also I told you guys that if you have taken the long at $100,000, yesterday I said that we must actually be waiting for a pump. I'm going to be expecting a pump, and the closest area where I think that Bitcoin could start actually retracing from, and the retracement would be actually an opportunity to short, this would be exactly at the 103.7 to 104.7 thousand dollars. These are the targets or the area where I had the plan to short. I even said that explicitly on the previous live stream, but I also, as promised, I'm going to continue with the normal quick updates of like 5 to 10 minutes of me talking about the up on Bitcoin. I made a video literally right after I went live, not right after, but I think 2 hours after that I made a video. I told you guys the title was literally called "I will short Bitcoin if this happens," and basically within the video I told you guys that I'm planning or I'm just waiting for Bitcoin to go and jump to 114, and then once we hit 114, I'm going to be waiting for the anchored view up to be hit and then taking the long or the short. Sorry guys, I think I've said it midway through the video. As you can see, this is basically the plan that we had waited for on Bitcoin yesterday, and we had gotten it I think late yesterday, and you could have even entered today, to be honest. So as you can see here, we saw Bitcoin, we had a long open from $100,000. I told you guys 2 days ago that we had a plan to wait for a retracement. We've been actually keeping up with Bitcoin ever since we have been bearish from 111. We were waiting for a dip below 102, 100, and I told you guys the good or the most important long to be had is below $100,000, and then I claim this would be the entry for a long. But also yesterday, as I said, guys, I had the idea to also get a short, so I'm quite happy on how we traded Bitcoin. Luckily, we had taken the best long and the best short at the moment in time, guys. So now I'm in a short on Bitcoin as I short showing you. Let me just quickly show you the entry of my short. As you can see, 103.592 as given and as explained in the previous video. I'm just going to be waiting for a pump to 114, and then once we hit the anchored view, basically this is just a tool that would actually show us when are we actually testing or retesting the downtrend. So if I go to the 30-minute time frame and I just pull up a larger time frame period, you can clearly see that why I had put the anchored view up at this level, because technically from the 111 we had started this little downtrend. I told you guys this anchored view up tool is very, very powerful, but the technique is, or the idea behind it is just how, or the way you should actually put it, or where exactly are you going to put it. Because as I told you guys, this is basically a free tool that you've got in the volume based section of the trading view, so it's quite easily and readily available for everyone. But the quite like a hard idea behind it is how exactly are you going to put it, or where exactly are you going to put it. So I told you guys that the technical way of actually viewing the best important area to put the anchored view up, or at least at the lower time frame, is actually seeing Bitcoin, or technically like viewing Bitcoin as it had made a downtrend from 111 to 99 or 98, and then just waiting for the anchored view up retest. I told you guys that this area has an important idea of volume on the larger time frame, 104.7. We also had the Fibonacci golden pocket as a confluence, and we most importantly had retested the anchored view up. Now if we had, instead of actually like hitting it and then not being able to break it, instead of faking to the lower side as we had done now, Bitcoin could have actually, if I go to the replay tool, we could have actually just hit it and then reclaimed it. And I told you guys previously that on the video I prefaced this by saying that, guys, please wait for the hit of the anchored view up and then wait for a fake out, or at least a drawdown or a job back down to 103.5. It's not an immediate jump of a short once you just randomly sit or hit the 104 level. We had to wait for the reaction. We had to wait for a confirmation in terms of viewing or seeing that the candles weren't able to break the anchored view up, and then later on you could have jumped into a short. Hence why I had waited for a bit. We saw the hit at 104.27, but I only shorted once we had gone below. As you can see here, the entry is a 103.592. And this is what exactly, and that's exactly how it played out. Because as I told you guys, even though I had entered a long at $100,000 and planned a short as given on both on my video and the live stream yesterday, but still this would not be a prediction. I'd never, to be honest, like play it or make it seem as if I predicted a move back up and then a move back down. This isn't as easy as it may have seemed, because sometimes we could have, like for example, this scenario could have not played out because we had the long at $100,000, and I told you guys yesterday that please do not randomly short here, because we can actually just as easily, you can never know where exactly the Bitcoin price is going. So we could have actually had seen the anchored view of being broken. We could have reclaimed 105 and then flipped this area as support from resistance, and then we could have waited for higher prices. As I told you guys, I had also the plan to short at 108. So I have multiple scenarios to plan for a short and a long, and then I'm just waiting for the confirmation, for the hit, for the reaction. If I see a bad reaction at resistance, I'm going to plan, once we're done pumping, I'm going to plan to short. I'd never, to be honest, you'd never catch me trying to long a pump. I only watch it go up, and if I manage to get a short, that would be nice. If I do not, then I'm going to be watching it go higher and higher, and preferably I would have had a long much lower. So it's always good, it's always better, to be honest, just to have longs with the drops, so you can like be in the situation where if the price does not offer you a short here, you can enjoy the pumps. So rather than trying to actually long the breakouts, you can actually as easily enjoy the pumps by having or holding on into previous longs by searching for longs when we are dumping. So what if we can, if a pump happens, then you wouldn't be put in a situation where you actually are forced, or mentally forced, you're never forced, but mentally forced to find random bad shorts or longs to be had. So this was basically it. I tried to cover as much as possible, guys, previously, but let me now talk about the current price action, why we are falling down, and how am I actually going to manage these shorts. Because as I told you guys, I made it quite easily and public. I said this short on my live stream, and then I repeated it again on my quick update, and I also gave you an obvious, transparent, quite, some may call it a signal. I try to like not give you like a random signal, guys, because I hate signals, to be honest. They are not good in terms of education, but at least I made a post technically, yes, when Bitcoin was close to my entry, and I told you guys that right now I had taken the short. So if someone didn't have the courage to take it from yesterday, you could have actually taken it from today, early morning, when I had posted the Telegram post, as you can see. So now I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. I'm going to also read the comments, guys, in a bit. But before that, let me just cover my expectations and why I also have taken a short on ETH. I also took a short on ETH, by the way, guys, not for no reason, but I basically, the way I just shorted ETH is by basically just confirming that I'm going to short on Bitcoin. I liked the bad reaction, or I waited for my setup to be hit for Bitcoin, and then once I decided to jump on into a short on Bitcoin, I said I might as well just also add to an ETH short. Why? Because obviously, if my prediction is right, or not a prediction, but if my setup actually goes well and I make money by shorting Bitcoin, probably every single altcoin would be going lower. You'd never, like, it's very, very like random, or it's very hard to actually see or notice that any other coin pumps when Bitcoin is going lower. So the idea was basically just that I'm going to be waiting for Bitcoin to go lower, and then to hit my short while it's pumping, and then play it by taking a short both on these coins. Or at least I try to have one reason for ETH other than me being like me shorting Bitcoin. The other reason was basically just hitting this anchored view up tool, see how powerful. Although I'm not an indicator guy, I do not literally I have zero indicators, guys, to sell you, or at least like suggest to you. I do not use indicators, I do not use patterns, I do not use trend lines. I just mainly use volume tools. By volume tools, I mean just two of these, the only two available on TradingView, which are actually the anchored view up and the fixed range volume profile. These are the only two things you would need actually on your TradingView. Like nothing else would be actually needed to actually short or long Bitcoin. See how powerful the tool is. Now, I've been always saying that putting the tool on your chart is the easiest part, because it's an easy tool. You can there's literally no settings to be done on the anchored view up tool. But the hard thing is actually to learn where and how to put it. That's the tricky part, because you always see me like having very few anchored view ups pulls. Like on the 1 hour time frame, I only have two that are visible within the trading area where I'm interested at. So you'd never catch me just having random like multiple anchored view ups. I try to limit to myself to two, at max 3 anchored view up pulls. And then if you like change price, move price up to or down, I'm going to probably like delete one and add a new one. But you never actually saw me like have or see me or having random like a bunch of blue lines all on each other, guys. So basically I only try to put the best and the closest ones that would actually help me in terms of trading. If I have a viable, like, even though technically I can also have a viable like anchored view up pull for ETH, for example, at 400 or 4,250. This is also technically a viable pull of anchored view up, because this is where the 1 hourly downtrend has started. But I do not need to put it on, because we are still downtrending below this little more local or smaller downtrend. So once we break this, once we go above this, then I can have the other one. But like rationally, I know that, as you can see here, if I put the anchor view up here from the beginning, this is a viable pull, but I know that it's going to be higher than this one. So why have this when I need, or where we need to at least break this for us to reach this one? So I'd rather do it one or step by step, just have the most useful ones, and then if I break one, I can like add another one, just to have my charts being so clean. This is why you'd never catch me have random trend lines, guys. I'd never tell you that this is a pattern, this is a triangle, this is whatever. I do not trade that way. I do not use the MACD, RSI, EMA, whatever 3-letter acronym, you know. I try to limit myself to the most, to be honest, the most efficient and the best way of trading, which is basically just waiting for liquidity, reading the order flow. I am still not able, by the way, guys, to open the ExoChart app, but I still got it open on my laptop. So hopefully next week I'm going to have it on, so you can guys watch you can watch the order flow along with me. But basically I try to read how many longs or shorts are being opened, and I mainly use the Fibonacci golden pocket, and also some ideas of volume, so the point of control, NPOC, volume profile, value area rotation, daily lines. I know that it's quite not advanced, but it's quite new to you guys, or some of you guys, but hopefully by the time we keep on going live every single day, you're going to start, or you're going to quickly starting to catch on into how I like to trade. But now, just to cut it short, I'm going to read the comments quickly, guys, and then give you some ideas for longs and shorts. Just quickly, let me go to the 30-minute time frame. I think this is the best time, or the best view, or the best way to view Bitcoin right now, because this is the area where I want to trade right now. I'm in a short. I have taken a short. As you can see, I made some nice profits on ETH. ETH has went down a lot, or by a lot, more than Bitcoin. This is why I decided to short it, because I knew that if I'm going to be wrong on Bitcoin, then I'm going to be wrong on ETH. But if I manage to be right on Bitcoin, I'm going to be exponentially more correct, or more, I would have been able to extract more profit out of the ETH short. So I just decided to jump on into both of them. To be honest, I did not know that the short is going to play out. And even now, I could be technically wrong by the price, like reclaiming it and then pumping up and then hitting our stop loss. So trading is not as easy as someone may have make it to seem like. But whenever you plan some good shorts, then you'll actually be able to make money. So notice how, just quickly before I read the comments, guys, notice how I only like mention like an idea. I'd never, like, to be honest, like make it seem as if I know where the Bitcoin price is going. But for the most part, most of the live streams and videos would be mostly about me talking about a short idea if we go higher, and a long idea if we go lower. That would be mostly the case for, like, I think 70% of the time in the month. Maybe like sometimes, like say 30% or 20% of the month, we can actually have some nice expectations, powerful expectations, as we did for the previous week. Like previous week was an anomaly in terms of being one in every like 3-4 weeks where I would where I'd be clearly having a direction, like of me like randomly telling you, like, this Arab guy with a broken accent is telling you that the Bitcoin price is going from 111, 112 back down to 102, $100,000. This was actually a great prediction, but this is not the norm. By norm, I mean this is not the daily expectations. Like, I'd never show up every single day and tell you the price going here and there, but at least whenever we are actually consolidating, I can have ideas. So I can tell you, guys, by the way, if the price going lower, I have a plan to long, which happened. I'm quite happy about that. And I also, yesterday, I told you guys, if we keep on pumping, I'm going to short. So we did quite that. And this is basically the idea of being a trader. I don't care if Bitcoin actually gets into a bear market, whatever that means, or a bull market, also whatever that means. I'm just playing the trades. I'm playing the trade setups, and that would be actually making the most money to me. Less headache of me following Twitter and reading about articles and tariffs and whatever and so on, of stuff that would like affect the bull market, bear market. I'm still holding on into my short from literally the all-time high at 25.4. So I do not see any, to be honest, like importance in terms, like as a day trader, I do not see an importance in terms of like caring about something called bear market or the bull market, to be honest, because I see these are just brand names or like labels, random labels that are put by retailers. Just let me take a quick look on the comments before I give you the long setup. I think I've spoken a lot and I didn't get quite like greet the brothers in the comments. Give me a second, guys. All right. Let me just take a quick look for the first time. How are you, brothers? How are you doing? Thank you, Vikrant, for being the first commenter. How come we have so less viewers? That is quite, I don't like, I've never cared much about views, to be honest, guys. I've been doing this for like quite a long time. I think most of you guys know that I've got my Arabic channel. So just for someone that may not know, I already got 8.79k subs on my Arabic channel. Not the biggest one, but just to give you an idea, like I've never cared about subs. The thing about the thing that I care about is building a community, and also because I enjoy it, I literally post every single day. I've been doing it for like 2 years, and if you count the videos, I think that would come up to more than 2 or maybe 1 or more than 1 video on average for the past 2 years, guys. So I've been doing it for a while. I mainly, like, my main source of income is actually day trading. So I've never felt the need to like do like more what do you call it, like more viral content, more funny or more like easier to digest content, to be honest. I mainly focus on the stuff that make me the money, and I like to share them, guys. So if one viewer decides to watch, then that would be totally fine with me, as long as we are building some nice community, guys. Because as I told you guys, it's very hard to like do a crossover or move from the Arabic community to to an English community, because English is obviously a global like and a global language. Hence why I'm going to be communicating with like multiple variety geographically and in terms of like different people that trade differently. So I'm actually quite enjoying it. I love actually speaking a lot, so I wouldn't mind speaking with two different languages every single day, guys. So just to preface why I'm actually posting or doing what I'm doing exactly. So thank you, Vikran, for being the first guy. Yerzan said, "Hey man, thanks for the analysis. You're most definitely welcome, brother." You and KS Zloty said, "For fun, I put the anchored view up from to the 98k from the bottom, and what if it hits from there?" Now that's actually a viable thing. I do not recommend putting like too many anchored view ups, brother, but I like how you understood how to use the anchored view up tool. So basically what he's saying is actually, if you go to the 15-minute time frame, it doesn't matter like what kind of time frame you want to like trade on. It's just a matter of how many or how long or how large is the period, or how small is the period you're trading with. So I'd never care if you're looking at the 15 or the 30-minute time frame. They do not make a difference to me, to be honest. Because think about it, like what's the difference between the 15-minute time frame and the 30-minute time frame? The only difference is that the 30-minute time frame, or sorry, just to make it easier, the 15-minute time frame is twice. There are twice as many candles as there are in the 30-minute candles. So it's not a matter of time frame. It's more of a matter of how many or how large the period is. So if I want to do TA on say like from Tuesday to what do you call it, from Tuesday to Thursday, then it wouldn't matter if I look at it from the 5-minute time frame or the 15-minute time frame. Maybe it would be better for some like large periods to have or view them on a larger time frame. But like when we're talking about like specific exact time frames, if you want to do TA on a specific day, you could easily do it for with the 5-minute or the 15 or the 30. It does not matter, because the period is like would accommodate with these different kind of differences in candles or number of candles. But just to quickly answer you, brother, the use of the anchors view, as I told you guys, is basically to put it at the beginning of a downtrend or at the beginning of an uptrend. And if the price, for example, if I put it on the beginning of an uptrend, so for example here I would be putting it at 98.8, and then if the price is actually above it, then the anchored view up tool, if I make it more visible, would tell me the story or the idea behind this, that it would tell me if if it's above the price or the price is above it, then I'd be able to tell that yes, right now we are still within this intact uptrend. So as you can see, here's the uptrend right now. Let's make it green. And then if the price is losing it, I can tell myself that right now we are losing this uptrend using this anchored view up tool. And if we are above it, then we can say that we are we are holding on into the uptrend. Similarly to how I actually shorted Bitcoin, because what I saw is we on the flip side, because this is actually a downtrend, so I had put the downtrend anchored view up from 111, and I had told myself that whilst we are under this, we are still within the anchored view up the downtrend that I put the anchored view up based upon, as you can see. So basically this is the way to use it. And just to answer your question, as I told you, brother, if the anchored view up is holding on, so for example here we can see that Bitcoin right now is trying to bounce from the anchored view up. That would act as a support. But whenever you lose it, so say for example now Bitcoin decides, if I go to the lower time frame, decides to go lower and loses the anchored view up, then you can say that we've lost this downtrend, this uptrend, and I can actually delete it because I do not need it anymore, because it just shows me a lost trend. You know what I'm saying? So even like here, for example, if we go above 104.1, I'd be able to know that we actually reclaimed or broken out of this downtrend, so I wouldn't need it anymore. Just delete the anchored view up. So any downtrend anchored view up is only valid if you're actually under it, and any uptrend anchored view up is only valid if you are above it. And it also tells you a story of you breaking it, and then you wouldn't need it anymore. Hence why I'm only keeping the stuff that are actually within the valid plays. Technically, yes, we can actually have an anchored view up pull here, just to show us that we are still uptrending. But I try to limit myself to 2 or 3 anchor view pull. So it's good, but I do not wanna have it on, to be honest, because I'd much rather have my chart being more clean. Just the way I do it doesn't matter, to be honest, guys. You can have it. Yes, it's a valid pull, to be honest. Vikran said, "What's the lower support if the Bitcoin falls?" I'm going to talk about it because I've got a long idea. Wayne said, "Hey everyone, I'm a bit behind schedule. I'm here. Good to see everyone. Thanks, Wayne, for coming up and actually commenting. One of the most lovely guys to be here, to be honest. Please read the chat. Yes, thank you, Vikran. Thank you, Mortan. Say, get what indicators you use for blue lines. I never use indicators, guy. I'm the anti-indicators guy because unfortunately, what indicators are, they're just like a what do you call it? Backward looking charts or backward looking like features or indicators, to be honest. Like I wouldn't like do much with the idea of the RSI. Like if you ask someone, with all the respect to people who are actually making money out of trading with the RSI divergences, if you ask them what does the RSI divergence mean exactly, or sorry, to put it better, to put it more bluntly, what is the RSI? I think the way the RSI is calculated basically is just a mathematical calculation of something that is random. It could have worked back in '08 or maybe 1993, but now I do not see it's like a use for it, to be honest. Like sometimes it works, but mostly it doesn't. Even if it does, it's more about the fact of how it works exactly, like, or what's the reasoning behind how the line of the RSI is calculated. So if you actually look it up, I tried looking it up. It's basically a mathematical calculation of things that are static and also backward looking. So to be honest, if you're making money with it, it's all good. But if you prefer having a clean chart with only horizontal lines and volume and liquidity, that would be actually much better in my own opinion, just because this is the kind of a trader I am. So, but never let someone random on YouTube tell you or dictate how you'd like to trade. So if you are actually making money with something new or something old that you've been using, do not change just because I'm telling you so. But if you're actually not being able to turn a profit with you trading using your older style of trading, you can maybe try something new, or at least watch me for a while just to get a better idea. It's all up to you, to be honest. Brother said, Vikran said, have you hedged your position? I haven't done that, and I do not see a need for it, to be honest, right now. Wayne said, like, hold on, there's many comments to be honest right now. Wayne said, I saw the Telegram post today when I woke up. I'm in USA, so it was middle of the night, so I missed the idea for an entry. Thank you for efforts. Thank you, brother, for actually being a part of the a part of the Telegram channel. And also, it's all good, brother, because a missed chance or a missed setup is much better than a losing one. So it's all good, guys. We're gonna get hundreds of ones, and I'm also going to make it up for you, Wayne, and mention a new idea hopefully in just a minute once I'm done with the comments, guys. I've been getting lots of comments and I'm enjoying it a lot, guys, to be honest. So bear with me. I'm trying to actually like not leave most people on unread, sorry guys, before mentioning the log. Hold on. Wise choice money. You need to make a simple course on YouTube on how to trade for those who are interested, unless you already have one. I do have one, but it's in Arabic. Hence why I might start making some like good like beginner content. That's a good idea, to be honest. I thought about it, but the thing is, like, I'm the kind of guy who's like very niche, who likes to talk about advanced stuff and like ramble on for hours. I enjoy talking about some technical stuff, and I enjoy day trading. Like, so it's quite hard for me to take time out of my day, especially because I'm a full-time day trader, guys, to like do something that is like more like that would get more higher views, if you get what I'm saying. Like, even if you go to my English channel, let alone my Arabic channel, but even in my English channel, my videos are just like 5 to 10 minutes, not 10 minutes, but 5 or maybe 4 to 7 minutes of me just like quickly turning the camera on and giving you a daily like setups of long shorts expectations. Like, you'd never see like a video that would like be useful for more than a day. That's good because it covers a specific niche of day traders that I'm actually like more interested in building a community with, as I did with my Arabic channel. Because on my Arabic channel I've been making videos, as I told you guys, 806 videos, 806 videos, which have only accumulated 8k subs. I'd never cared about the subs numbers, because all I do is just go live and speak to a specific niche group of people that only like to trade as I do. So I'd rather build a specific community that I enjoy actually going live with, rather than actually making some like evergreen, good to hear, good to collect beginner retailer viewers. But to be honest, let alone this like fact, to be honest, what you're saying is totally correct, because I'm crossing over, I'm building a newly English channel. I think that we would need some like evergreen, good sounding, high view collecting videos, just to give you a good beginner course on what kind of trading I do. That's very useful, to be honest, because I know like if you open just the live stream now for the first time, you would have no idea. Maybe you'd know some stuff, but you'd have no idea of the way I like to trade specifically, especially because I do not have I'm not following a specific school, as they call it, of trading. I'm just collecting different stuff. I'd class myself as an order flow volume based trader, but this also like is a as a umbrella term for a lot of stuff. So I know what you're saying, brothers. So thanks for your interest in making some education content. Wizard said BlackRock deposits 4,652 Bitcoin into Coinbase. See, I've never cared about these facts, but thank you, brother, for actually giving or mentioning these important stuff. Crypto Bond said, "What can you do some Solana TA? I might do if you remind me in a second." All Action said, "Just go to the point. You start STG without fishing jump to another." I have no idea what STG stands for, but thank you, brother. I know that I speak a lot, but you must enjoy the thing that I do, because guys, if you cannot keep up with the lot of stuff that I speak, I know that I sometimes go on a tangent, but this is the way I like to do it. Hence why it's only made for some specific niche of people. Thank you, brothers. Thank you, Bongs. Thank you, Oye. Sorry for the harder name to pronounce. Oye and Tombra. Wayne said, "My main indicator for the last week has been this Arab brother with a broken accent." Thank you, brother. Uh, I like the comment. Yeah. How can I get this anchored tool? It's free, available on TradingView, guys. If you go to the left side panel, and then you'll find it as the fifth option. You double click it and then see the volume based section. It's my webcam is covering it, but just exactly right below my webcam, guys. I hope you help me with upcoming Buran Bear turn. If I'm going to post every single day, guys. Hopefully, as long as I'm enjoying it, I'm going to post. So no worries here. Thank you, Ishtak, or Ishtiyaq. Good to catch the live stream. Thank you, Steve, for coming up and showing up. Can you do analysis on ZEC? I might do a specific live stream for taking suggestions of doing TA, but I'm mainly keeping it for the weekend show, guys. I think most of you guys have known me or have started following me from the Moon's weekend show, which is going to be on 2 days, guys, because I do it every Saturday and Sunday, every single weekend. So maybe either Saturday, or maybe it's better to have it on Sunday. I'm going to do one on the Moon Show. As I told you guys, this channel called Moon Show, I think most of you guys know that on the Moon Show, I show up every Saturday and Sunday. But just because I enjoyed it so much, I started also to go live on my English channel. So on my English channel, I'm going to go live from Monday to Friday. And then when Friday ends, which is the end of the trading week, then we're going to show up on the Moon Show, give you some good analysis Saturday, Sunday, guys. So you must follow me on both channels. And if you speak Arabic, then you can actually also follow me on the Arabic one. I'm just having it here on, guys, just to give you an idea of like me doing content for a while. I'm not a new guy. I may have an a broken English accent, as brother said, but the kind of stuff I've been doing it for a while. Hold on. So let me just talk about the long I wanted to talk about before I get into some other trades, because I knew I've been rambling on for a while, guys. So I know that's quite annoying, especially if you only have 30 minutes to spend with me. You just want to get the important stuff. So let me just quickly mention a couple of ideas, my expectations, and then we'll talk or read the comments. So if you want to have or you want to ask me a question or say some of your thoughts, leave them on the comments. I'm more than happy to read them once I have covered enough of the important stuff. So we've covered the idea of shorting, but now I'm also interested in taking a long. To be honest, I have an idea for a little long that may work, or it could not, or may not. So the idea basically is here. As you can see, I think it's very easy to tell where the long is going to be at. But at 101.138, just to have the full number. So just call it $101,000. We've got some confluence of multiple reasons to take a long. So I've got multiple ideas to support the idea of me longing, because it's technically a support. Why? Because here we've got a daily level, and by daily level, guys, by the way, just if you do not know, a daily level is basically just two daily candles. They have like where the close of one is the opposite, or is the open with a different direction of the second day. So like pay close attention to how this here. We've got this gray one, which is red for you guys. I just have it as gray. This gray one is the red candle. We closed at 101.4, and then we opened the second day, which was yesterday, at the same level, obviously, and then we started going in the opposite direction. So we closed two candles with different colors, so red and green, or green and red in different directions. Hence why this close and open would be classed as support and only used once, because right now we haven't touched it. As you can see here, we haven't touched the line. So technically, once we use it, it's only viable or usable once. So we got daily here, and also as you can see, I've got two lines mentioned here: daily plus, if you pay close attention, I know the letters are too small, daily plus NPOC. Now what the NPOC is basically a naked point of control. So if you know what the point of control is, basically just the highest volume area. A naked one, an NPOC, is just a previous day point of control that hasn't been touched yet. So we've got the previous day mostly sitting here, and the point of control of the previous day hasn't been hit yet. Hence why this is also a viable area to trade. So I've got, as you know, I've got two ideas on the same line: daily and the NPOC. If you didn't quite catch the meaning of it, just know that it's support because it's under the price. No, so we've got support at 101.1, and also we've got the Fibonacci golden pocket taken. If I delete it again, I've got the Fibonacci retracement from the low put at 98.8 to the high at 104.49. And then if you put it here further, you can clearly see that we've got closely supporting the idea of us having support at 101 to 100 and 900 or 100,000.9. So basically this is a whole zone of interest to me. I'd never tell you that I'm going to plan a long here. I'd never be able to tell that yes, the price going definitely lower. So it's not a prediction, guys. If I mention an idea for a long, just see what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to have an alert. I'm going to have an alert at 101.5, for example, and then I'm going to be waiting. I've already got some nice long and shorts open, or sorry, shorts mainly open on this account. I've got Bitcoin USDT short and an ETH USDT short. So if we hit, or if we go down, this is not a prediction, we can as easily lose my short and then see a pump. And if this happens, then we wouldn't be getting this. But if we fall lower, say for example, like from now we fall lower, or even like hit and the area again and then fall lower, if both these scenarios happen, whatever happens, if we hit my alert and then I see a nice reaction at 101, or a dip below 101 and then a reclaim of 101, this would be actually classed as a nice long to be had, to be honest, on Bitcoin. So this is the plan to long, guys. If we see something, or if we see on a lower time frame a good reaction, then I'm going to long here. But obviously, guys, just to give you an idea, that if my short remains like in good profits, because right now we are pumping, so maybe I'm going to lose my short. I do not know, guys. I'm just having it open in front of you. I want to be as transparent as possible, guys. So I've got my trade. For the time being, it is in some nice profits, even though we are pumping a bit. But or say for example, if actually the trades stay winning and then we go down, if my short remains open and we go lower, I'm going to still have my short open. This is why I actually recommend using the isolated separated option. If you see on the top right corner of the video, guys, or of the live stream, you can clearly see that we got isolated and separated. What this means is actually that separated means that I can actually open multiple longs and shorts in different directions, and just do not care about them being like against each other. So I can literally open, if I go now to the short position tool, I can literally on weeks, I can open a short position and have it on, like leave it on, and then open a long position in a different direction. So like for example, even though Bitcoin right now is pumping, but say we actually stay in good profits into the short and go lower, then I wouldn't be actually closing my short totally. I'm just going to take profits on my short. And then if the reaction is good, I'm going to open a long in a different or in the different direction. So me opening or me having an idea to long here would not like make me or force me to short or close my short, especially because it's in profits, guys. So never close the short or open a long if you got the opposite short open, or sorry, the opposite trade open. So let me just quickly take some nice ideas, or sorry, some nice comments. And also just to preface this, that if Bitcoin right now, by the way guys, if Bitcoin right now decides to go and pump a bit, we can technically also think about this as some nice liquidity area, and then maybe hit retest our area from yesterday again, and then see a fall lower. So I'd never be able to tell you if this pump is going to go higher or lower, hence why my stop loss is going to be here for my current chart open on Bitcoin, because I think that there's definitely an idea of us trying to take liquidity and then falling down lower. Hence why I'd never, to be honest, close my short, just because we're seeing a little pump that is happening right now. And a quick important reminder that we've got the New York session opening in an hour, guys. After an hour, just look at your clock wherever you are in the world. Just look at the clock and see what the time is going to be after an hour, and remember this time as being the most important time where the volume starts to increase exponentially and by a ton, guys. Like the volume and the levels and the setups that happen during the New York session is more important by a lot than anything or any timing other or outside of the New York session. So we have seen Bitcoin move slowly. As you can see here, basically we've opened the day at 104, and then we've been slowly just going down a bit, not that much. Even the volume is dead here. I can see it on my program. So once we open the New York session, you can see how the candles would move much smoothly, guys. So this is basically the idea I'm waiting for. Even we either get maybe a compound of our short if we get this, and especially because Wayne did not get the short. Maybe if you get this, then you'll be able to short again if the reaction is bad, obviously. Because guys, by the way, like, I'm not saying that we either like go down or do this. Like there's other chance of us just pumping and then never and losing the trade. This is also something that you must always like know or understand. But there's also a viable way of thinking about hitting liquidity and then falling much lower. So anyways, I'm going to stick to my short with my stop loss. I'd never close it, especially because right now we haven't totally like been underwater. It's very close to my entry, but not quite at it. Okay, so no matter what happens, I'm going to stick to my stop loss. And especially because ETH is actually, or the short on ETH has been doing much better than the short on ETH, so on Bitcoin. So I'm quite not lucky, but quite it has been smart to actually open a short on ETH too. Anyways, this is a little scalp long I've got at 101.1. If we open it and then get a long, or even if it doesn't work, or if it doesn't, or this area does not give us or offer us a good reaction, there's still the higher likelihood of us like breaking it or breaching it and then still falling to the 97, 96 area, where I told you guys it's better to be waiting or to wait for, to be honest. Because as I told you from yesterday, if you have not seen my previous live streams and videos, I told you that if we still like hold on to 105 as a resistance, there's still the danger looming ahead of us, or above us, guys, of the idea of us hitting 97. So no matter what kind of long or short I mention, just remember that I'm not saying or predicting that we're going to 97. I'm just making it obvious or making it clear that if 105 is held as resistance, this is not my opinion, it's just a fact in terms of volume. If it is held as resistance, then I'm going to be waiting, or I'm going to be cautious and thinking that there's a high likelihood of going to 97. But if luckily or randomly we start going above 105, we start holding 105, 105.5 as support, then I'm going to be losing a short right in front of you guys, and I'm also going to be flipping from like the full bearishness to a bit bullishness. To be honest, I'm just going to be waiting for 108. So it's never wrong to change your opinion, as we had done from the past 2 weeks, guys. If you have been following me for more than 10 days, you would have known how we were actually bullish and made some money on the rise from 111 to 116, but flipped my opinion, which is totally right and totally normal and nothing, like, it's totally fine to change your opinion. And I flipped my opinion because I saw the loss of 111, 110, and I immediately start making bearish videos every single day. And I've been talking for a while, guys, about the drop from 111 to 102, $900, sorry, $90, guys. So hopefully you understood quite how important it is as a day trader, if you want to become a trader, guys, to stop like holding on into your precious maybe predictions or precious expectations. Do not let your trades dictate how you see the market or view the market, guys. So even though I have a short, I understand mentally that yes, we can, like, after taking or filling down the wick, we have right now done something that is good, which is taking liquidity from the lower side, so we can as easily push higher, break 105, and then starting like randomly pumping to the upside. So I'm not like here to give you like an easy prediction. It may happen because we have done it, but it's not going to be every single day. And also, I'm not here, guys, to give you like immediately the expected direction of Bitcoin. If you're coming up here on the show, guys, every single day and expecting Champs Crypto Ahmed to tell you just quickly tell me where is the price going, it's never that simple, guys. Even though I'd like to make it simple, but this is as simple as it can be as trading, guys, or as a day trader, guys. Hopefully you've understood. And just quickly to mention before I read the comments, especially because right now we're going to be trading a lot every single day, guys, do not forget to join into the trading competition. I made a new banner. If you like it, tell me. It's the $4,200 trading competition, and the good thing about it, guys, is done over on weeks. I think most of you guys already know what weeks is, but mainly the idea here, guys, is that every single day you're going to have a daily price pool of $600 USDT. So it's not a full amount of 4,200 like that's going to be allocated after the promo is done or the competition is done. By the way, this is an exclusive promotion for only our viewers, guys, Champs Crypto. So if you want to join in, just go on the first link in the description and then hit the register button. If you do not have an account, then you'd have to actually like press on this button. It would take you to the sign up page. And also, if you have a previous week's account that is not signed under, or it's not like opened or signed up under my referral code, you'd unfortunately need a new account, guys. But the good thing about weeks is it has no KYC, so you can literally in 2 minutes make an account. Yes, this is a promotion, but it's actually a good deal, to be honest, because it's a specific to Champs Crypto competition, hence why the participants aren't many. So it's very easy to actually dominate in terms of trading volume. As you can see here, for example, now, just to not ramble on for a whole while, I've been speaking for almost an hour, guys. So I only tried to mention this after we're done with the important stuff, just so I cannot like feel weird about talking about the promotion. But we only have now 2 hours and 25 minutes till the day or the sixth day to be over, guys. And by the way, if I go down to the leaderboard, you can clearly see the leaderboard of the current winners or the soon-to-be winners of day 6. As you can see here, we only got 2 hours. If the 2 hours end and these stay as they are in terms of trading volume, in terms of leaderboard, these are going to be win. As you can see, the first guy is going to win $200, second $150, third $100, fourth $50, and the fifth is going to win $20. And also, in addition to every single day having a separate leaderboard, we're also going to have a giveaway of $10 USDT given randomly to 8 people. So every single day 8 will be given $10 actual airdrop. It's not a bonus, it's not a coupon, guys, it's actual airdrop of USDT. And I like how easy it is, to be honest, and that is exclusive to us. So sorry for rambling on, I just want to talk about it because it's an actual thing that would make you money. It's not a random fake promo that would give you like $5 coupon. It's actually something that is good, and I like how Weeks does not require KYC. So if you want to make an account, if you're not signed under me, make a new account. If you do not ever have used Weeks, make a new account easily with Weeks. Press on the first link. And then, yes, you're going to use my referral code just to quite be transparent, guys. But at least when you use my referral code, you'll be able to join into the competition. Just use the first link, and then this would take you here. And then after you're taken here, you go to the button, you press the button. If you do not have an account, this would take you to the sign up page. Make sure that you put your email and then have the the referral code here. It's going to be put automatically. So just leave it here and then press the sign up button. And that's it. No KYC. Immediately deposit and start trading. If you want to actually catch up, we only got 2 hours and 24 minutes remaining for the second $600 to be distributed, guys. So technically, I can think of someone that can actually make an account immediately now. Like go to the link, make a week's account, and then deposit. You can literally do that in like less than 5 minutes because there's no KYC, and immediately open up trades because like you can easily push to fifth place or fourth place very quickly and very easily, guys. I'm even trying to not to trade, and I'm not trying to sign up to the competition because I know if I open a trade I'm going to be first or second, so I'm leaving the chance for every viewer to have it, guys. So sorry for talking a lot. I just quite like the competition, to be honest. It's not a fake one. This is why I'm trying to not promote it, but at least like talk freely about it. So hold on, let me take a quick a sip of water, and then I'm going to continue on. Sorry, hold on. Let me just recap the comments we've had. Sorry if I've missed some of your guys' comments, brothers. Can you please show the settings of the volume tool and how to choose the proper period to see with them? See, I'm going to show you how the settings of the volume profile, but I wouldn't be able in less than like 2 hours explain to you how the usage of the volume profile tool is. It's quite complicated. It's easy to put, but harder to understand, as similar to what the anchor view up is. So regarding the settings, guys, for the volume profile tool, it's number of rows and then 500 row size, up, down, and then 70. I think just leave it as it is. The only change you'd be able to, or you'd be having to make if you're using the default settings, I think this one, move it to 500, and that's it. The style is just a stylistic choice, so it's up to you if you want to have the same colors as I do or not. That's it, just the style in terms of colors, and then this 500 changed. I think the default is like maybe 50 or 100. I'm not sure, but just move it to 500. And the way to use it is quite hard to like summarize in less than 2 hours. So please excuse me with that. Thank you, Murat, for your appreciation. Bong said, I love the English short. I love the English channel short, simple and straight to the point videos. Thank you, brothers. I know that most of you guys love these videos, hence why, like, even on my Arabic channel, I promised them, and I'm going to make the same promise, that going live, like me starting to go live on this new English channel, would not take away, as a promise, I'm saying it as a promise, that would not take away from the videos I've been making every single day, like the snappy 5-minute, 10-minute setups update I do every single day. So I'm quite used to it, guys. My day literally like revolves around me making content. Hence why I'm totally alright, and I'm happily going to do it, of me actually going live and then go live again on my Arabic channel and then make a short video on the English and the Arabic one. So do not actually like be scared, guys. Hopefully like me going live is something that is additional for us to build a community, and also for you to get a better idea, a more in-depth look on how exactly I come up with this stuff, because I understand that for the 7-minute video that I made yesterday, you could have understood the short setup that we have taken together, but you wouldn't be able to know exactly why or how. But with this long form video or live stream, that was also going to be as a video, guys. Because by the way, whenever we're done, every single live stream ends, you're going to find the recording of it, the replay option, always on the live stream section on YouTube, guys. So do not be actually worried if you miss like the beginning or the ending of the live stream, or even miss a whole day of live streaming. That would be totally fine, guys, because you can also always come to it whenever you have the time to. Brother said, unfortunately, I did not receive the notification about your post today morning on the Telegram. I had already set alerts, so I do not know. I have not. I do not know. Okay, maybe it's a Telegram error. To be honest, I'm not sure. But just to give you just because Zloty mentioned it, the free Telegram channel is always also there, guys. I think how many? Let's check how many members we've got on the Telegram channel just quickly. Hold on a bit. We've got 117, guys. So I want every single person who does not follow me on the free Telegram channel to follow there, because it's not something like that's like it's not something like that for money. It's like free Telegram channel that I'm going to only add some stuff, like whenever I cannot go live, or whenever I cannot go like on a video, especially in mornings or nights, I'm going to like quickly make an update on the Telegram channel. So something that is useful. If you do not want to be annoyed by the notification, you can actually mute the channel. That's totally fine, guys, but it's up to you if you want to move to this free Telegram channel or not. Just something that is additional that we are I'm personally trying to build. We actually have also, by the way, we also have hold on, I also have a free Telegram channel in Arabic, guys, with I think, I'm not sure, about 4k, more than 4,000 members. So hopefully we're going to build the English one for more or higher than the Arabic one is. I've been building the Arabic one for like 2-3 years, guys, and it's more than 4k. All Action said, why your Telegram channel free like Crypto Kid? I'm not sure what's wrong with that. We can both have free stuff. Why not? Exactly. Thank you, Bongs. What's the issue of two people giving stuff away for free? But thanks for the question, though. Please, can you make an analysis on the Trump coin? Maybe not today, but maybe on the Moon Show, guys, on Sunday. Please, hold on. Kenyan said, love the show, printing profits on today's short. Likewise, brother. Thank you also for your nice comments and actually showing up. I'm trying to remember all the names, all the faces, all the same old faces that would show up every single day, because this is exactly what I like about my Arabic community that we've built. Like, it's more important to me. Like, I enjoy talking, guys. I think you've like noticed this, but it's more important to me that we build a community rather than just making like videos and live streams for the sake of doing so. So I actually enjoy going live every single day. Zloty said, Ahmed, what does your crystal ball says about reaching 97 level? I like the comment. Yeah, sometimes I have these random gut feelings that would tell me like if the price is going higher or lower. Right now, it's not more about the crystal ball, but now the thing is it's not looking quite bearish, to be honest. When my crystal ball is going to be more clearer is once we lose this reclaim of the wiki. Remember this week we had at the 11th of October? If we lose it, then maybe my crystal ball is going to be clearer with the idea of us hitting 101 first, and if the long setup doesn't work, then is going to be clearer more to hit 97. So my crystal ball is not working as good for today, unfortunately. Thank you, Michael. Bong said, focus trading Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, XRP, Sui. Anything else is weird. Bitcoin moved up or down, altcoins follow. Exactly. Thank you, brother, for your comment. This is exactly my method of filming content. Like, no matter how many people have tried to make me like focus on news, tell me like read this, BlackRock, or whatever, this happened. Trump has done a deal with China. I'm thinking like, how would Trump like meeting with the Chinese president affect my long? This is exactly how it's hard to like rationalize a day trader like being or caring about like some big news. Like, if you enjoy like news and if you enjoy being an investor, this would be totally fine. It's just a different difference in style, to be honest. Sorry, guys, if you have sorry for putting like, please do not comment with a different language that I do not understand. Only Arabic and English are allowed, guys, and maybe a bit of French if you want to comment in French. Where's your current stop loss in the short? I do not have it on this account, but on my other account it is at, let me check, 105.560. I've checked it in mornings. I forgot to have it on here, to be honest. I do not care because I'm going to have it I'm going to be like manually checking. I have this tab open literally 24 hours, guys, but just to tell you, because I've got it I have two trades open, different 2 weeks account. So on my other week's account, the stop loss is at 105.560. I wanted to open both accounts on, but I couldn't on Google Chrome, unfortunately. But I'm not sure if you can see, but just believe me that I've got the stop loss at 105.560. Hold on. Do you follow Benjamin Cohen? No, guys. I know who he is. I know that he's respected, but I never cared about the stuff like the high time frame investor stuff that he speaks about. But I do respect him as a person, definitely. Bitcoin may go back for liquidity, like he said. Lol, 15-minute pumping. Exactly, guys. Like, the pump is only on the lower scale or the lower time frame, guys. So it wouldn't change much, to be honest. Ramirez said, hold till 97k, lol. But have a stop loss. I do not know what's your entry, but it should be in profits right now. Exactly, brother. I'm not sure if you're talking about someone who I have an open. Oh, okay. So he's referring to Elvis. Elvis has an open Bitcoin short in the MAD. I'm not sure what the MAD is, but if you have a short, then it depending on your entry, you should be on making money. As given from yesterday, guys, we are also in some good profits. Not the best, not the highest, because Bitcoin is pumping, quote unquote pumping on the lower time frame. How are you, Nikhil? Thank you for showing up. Love your videos. Thank you. Likewise, brother. Thanks for your appreciation. Michael said, my brother, you're doing an amazing job. Thanks a lot, guys. You would not like know how much these kind of comments like affect me personally in a good way, obviously. So hopefully, I'm going to keep on posting on, especially like because with building a new channel, because just start not just started, but I've been taking the English channel seriously for the past maybe 2 months, but more specifically for the past like a month or less than 2 weeks. So the hurdle is just the beginning. The harder stuff is only at the beginning, but once you go above this hurdle of you just building a little community, having two guys that I know like commenting once in a while, it's all good. Like I get into my rhythm. This is what I've been doing for a while. Although the accent is different, the language is different, guys, but I've been doing this for a whole like more than 3-4 years, but on this channel for like 2 years, the Arabic one, and I've been posting every single day. So it's not new to me, but just the environment could be newer. So thank you guys for making it easier to actually get accustomed to these stuffs. Sorry. Unfortunately, on Bybit mobile app, there are no view up tool. This is exactly, guys, why you should stop doing TA on your actual exchange, guys. Please do not open Weeks or whatever you're using and tell me there's a pattern that's here and there, guys. Just sharing view is free, so please use it. Wizard Rizad, maybe really love the analysis, brother. Thank you, likewise. Thank you for your nice comments. Michael said your charts are so clean. Thank you for appreciating that, guys, because this has been my motto for a while, guys. Please clean up your charts. Do not tell me that you've got the RSI, MACD, ABI, ASI, all these acronyms. You've got lines coming up and down. This is quite confusing. Like the less or the cleaner the chart is, the clearer the idea. I like this sentence that I came up with. Nikhil said, Ahmed, what do you think about BNB hitting all-time high? I have no idea, guys, to be honest. I'm just a boring guy that only mainly focuses on Bitcoin and ETH and Solana sometimes. Hence why I have no idea what the price of BNB right now is. And also something just to answer Nikhil, I hate the predictions, not like regarding you, but just in general. I hate the predictions that are time based. Like someone telling me Bitcoin is hitting a specific price at a specific time. I hate this so much because I've never been able to understand like how what are you basing it on exactly? Like if you're telling me like Bitcoin is going to 150 on my birthday, like what exactly does that mean? Like it's quite confusing to me. But all love here. Nuri said I am here. Thank you for being here. Spezi said, I just wanted to thank you for your content. I appreciate your input. It teaches me a lot and always with respect. Thank you, brother. Thank you, everybody who've been nice to me, guys. Vikran said, if you had to choose, what meme coin would you invest in? If I had to choose, then I wouldn't be investing into a meme coin. If I was forced to, then maybe Dogecoin, to be honest, because I'm anti-meme, anti-other altcoins. I'm just the kind of guy that wants to make money, guys, out of day trading. I know it's boring. I'm trying to like at least like entertain by looking at random charts, random coins. I've had my reps in terms of like randomly making money and losing money in random altcoins, but I came to the realization years ago, but I came to the realization that I think that trading Bitcoin is much easier than trying to hold on into a meme coin for a 10x return. To be honest, this is just my opinion. To be honest, Nikhil said, "You love your videos, Ahmed. Predictions do not work. Exactly. Never predict. Just have scenarios and have setups, and stop trying to act cool." On YouTube, like I'm not trying to act cool, guys. Like specifically, like I could have used the fact that I had quote unquote gotten the quote unquote prediction right from 111 to 98 as a good promotional factor. That look at me, I knew where the price was going, but no, like I'm going to say it now because I got it quote unquote correct, because I know that there's going to be the day where I also get it quote unquote wrong, guys. So please like understand that I'm never going to predict the price. If I show, or if my thumbnail is slightly bearish, if my title is slightly bearish, and if you do not watch the live stream fully, please do not blame me if I get it also quote unquote wrong, guys, because I'd never be able to tell. TA is not about being right or wrong, but just making money. So if you're wrong like 5 times, you get it right once, and your stop loss is like put well, and your risk management is you've thought it well, then you could make money. So it's never about being right or wrong, guys. Hence why it's better to follow me for a long term, because it's quite hard for you, if you hard for both of us, if you only want to watch a video, see me talking about a specific target, and then just have this idea for a whole week. Especially because, like, for example, if I think most of you guys know that I've started doing the weekend show on the Moon Show. So it's quite hard. This is why I started, or I decided to go live on my English channel, because it's quite hard for me to come up and show up on the Moon Show for Saturdays and Sundays only, and then like have the whole audience base like judge my TA for that specific time period, guys, because my TAs only like would be valid if the Bitcoin price is stuck at the same time. If the time is not moving, if the candles are not moving, then I would be like quite alright with me just showing up once a week. But to be honest, because TA is not that simple, because day trading is not that easy, and like with the word day being inside the day trading sentence, or it's quite known that like day trading requires daily update in terms of the TA. Hence why I think it's quite better, to be honest, guys, of like me showing up on Saturday and Sunday here, but then following up on my English channel, so you can have a clearer idea of like what this guy has been doing for a whole week. Like imagine like me like leaving you on, for example, like just to give an idea, on the weekend show, just to bear with me, guys, on the weekend show last Saturday and Sunday, I was luckily like all good, because like I've been talking about the job. I made a video when Bitcoin was at 110, 111, as you can see here. If I open up the weekend show here quickly, just to give an idea, like last weekend was quite alright, because we were talking about the move from 111 back to 92. So I think everybody's going to love me when I show up on next Saturday. But also, like on the flip side, this was last weekend. But think about like the previous one, or this one, where I was talking about a pump and $120,000 as the target, quote unquote. I'm trying to make my thumbnails and titles a bit of fun, guys. But if you had watched the full hour, you would know that I'm not predicting 120 to be hit. I'm just waiting for higher prices, which actually came. Like we had seen a pump on Sunday and Saturday. We saw the pump, like as you can see, like I showed up. If you bear with me, guys, 2 weeks ago, I showed up for the weekend show. On Saturday, I spoke about higher prices. On Sunday, I spoke about higher prices. And we actually gotten just that. We had seen a pump from 111 up to 116. But some may say that, oh, this guy predicted 120. He only got 116. I never predicted 120. I just wanted a pump, which we got it. And then I flipped to lower prices. So everybody was confused. Like, hold on. Like you were telling me we're going to pump here, and then you're showing up a week later and you're telling me we're going to 98. How is that possible? Like most of the beginners will not be able to comprehend a guy coming up once a week, or showing up once a week and saying something different, because the price has done something different. So sorry for rambling on. I just wanted to make it quite crystal clear that day trading requires daily stuff from the name, guys. So I think it's quite obvious what I'm talking about here, guys. Just to preface or remind you guys that if you want to actually participate in the 4,200 USDT trading competition exclusive to Champs Crypto, guys. So if you want to support the channel and start actually like trading with us, just hop on, make a Weeks account right now. It's not a must. It's not something that I require you to do so. It's just something to support, and also you'd be making money out of it, guys. So I'm not only trying to mention actual setups every single day, but you'd be also making money trading those setups. Hence why I asked specifically the Weeks team to give us a trading competition. So if you want to participate, just quickly make an account. It would take you, I think, maybe 5 minutes, 3 minutes. I don't want to lie to you guys here, but it doesn't require it doesn't require KYC. So it's quite easy to make it. Just go to the first link, go here, go down, scroll down, hit the register button, sign up with your email, and that's it. Just go back to this page. Once you're done signing up, go back here and just make sure that you've got the yellow button hit, because if you make an account, like if you press this and you make an account and then you never remember to go back to the first link so you can register your name, you wouldn't be counted as the 18th participant, for example. So your trading volume would not be counted. So make sure that if you have your account open now, press the register button and you're all good. It would actually move. Like if I press now, I do not want to press because I do not want to compete with you guys and maybe take some money out of a more or someone who's actually more deserved person, hence why I do not want to click it. But because I have my account now open and this account is signed under me, then if I press this, it's going to tell me registered. It's going to change from registered now to registered. But if you do not have an account, pressing this button would take you to the sign up page. Then you make an account, and then I know it's quite a tedious process, but just pay close attention, guys. Press on this button, it will take you to the sign up page. Make an account with my referral code, and then go back to my video, for example. Go back to this link and open up the tab again with your account being opened, and press the button so you can be registered. I hope you got the point, guys. I just told you there's 2 hours and 3 minutes remaining for the second $600 to be distributed, and then we still have other 5 days. So it's all good. Every single day, the top place will be getting, guys, here. As you can see here, one of you guys are actually dominating. The first guy is by far the first one here. So if the time ends, if the clock ends after how long? 2 hours and 3 minutes for the second day to end, then he'll be receiving $200 actual USDT, guys, an airdrop. So think about it, like if this guy manages to hold on, or like every single day he gets first place, he is going to win $200 out of the daily $600 allocated for the specific day. So enough me talking, enough me promoting this stuff. If you want to join in, it's quite easy. I've explained it quite a lot, guys, so I'm trying not to overly promote exchanges on all that sort. It's all up to you, to be honest. I enjoy Weeks because Weeks has low fees, and I also like it because in terms of day trading is quite like good in terms of how sniping entry, in terms of like limit and market orders. So in terms of day trading is good, but I also like it because there's no KYC. So if someone just doesn't care about Weeks but just wants to make the most out of the trading competition, they can easily make an account with no KYC, jump in, deposit a bit of money, trade with the trade setups I'm using or like mentioning, and then just leave the exchange if you do not like it, guys. As I said, hold on, let me quickly take a sip of water. Muhammad Musa said, nice to see your analysis daily. Thank you. Vikran said 5 to 10x should be the highest to put and invest only in Bitcoin, ETH, or Solana. Thank you for your input. Mahmoud said, are you dealing with Mexi? No, to be honest, I haven't used them. I'm not using them. I'm mainly using Weeks and Bybit, guys. If you were asking, Bybit is quite good, but it requires KYC. Weeks doesn't require KYC, so the transitioning from an exchange to another would be quite easy, guys. So if you want to actually move in, right now we got 17 participants. Every single day, the 5 top trading volume traders will be getting the $600 distributed to 100, 150, 150, and 20. And also, even if you cannot compete for the top 5 places every single day, you can also, like, maybe you could be lucky to win every single day. There's going to be 8 lucky winners daily, $10 USDT each. So there is actually a giveaway every single day of $80 for $80 for hold on, for $80 for 8 different people, so $10 each every single day. And also there's also the prize pool, which is $600. First place is going to be winning $200. So imagine like getting the first place every single day. For now, you'll be getting 5 times 2. 5 times 200 would be 1,000 plus the current day, which hasn't been done yet. So the first guy, if he gets first place every single day, he'll be actually making $1,200 go. So it's quite, to be honest, a large amount. Hence why I'm trying to talk about it a lot, guys, because I actually like the trading competition that Weeks has offered us exclusively, guys. As I told you, this requires you being signed up under my referral code. So if you have a previous Weeks account, you can quickly just do a new one, just participate, and then you can leave the exchange. I'm not selling you anything, guys. I do not want you guys, or I'm not forcing you guys to use my referral code, even though it's going to help me. But it's more important, to be honest, that you make the most out of the trading competition with the setups that I've mentioned, guys. So anyways, I've got a short open. My stop loss is set. I'm ready in case Bitcoin actually like randomly fakes out here and then maybe compound my short. But if it goes lower, it keeps on going lower, because we've got 30 minutes till the New York session opens. Then I'm also planning to maybe long here if the reaction reaction is good, or if the reaction is bad, wait for $97,000 as given or as mentioned, guys. So anyways, I've got my winning short trades open on ETH and Bitcoin, but they could flip into a losing trade. I have no idea, guys. I just want to be totally truthful. Let's see how the day plays out, guys. So thank you guys for bearing with me, watching the full live stream for 1 hour and 15-minute time frame. I'm going to immediately jump on into an Arabic live stream. So I'm doing quite a lot in terms of content, but I actually enjoy this stuff. So hopefully you've also enjoyed the live stream, and I'll also catch you in 2 to 3 hours with a quick little update as promised every single guys. So thank you. I want to thank you everybody that had commented, or if you haven't commented even, I enjoyed your presence, guys. So thank you and have a